Oh. All right, class, I passed out a worksheet and we're going to go over migration and all the countries we've been studying the last couple weeks. So pull out your notes and let's get started. So, who could tell me? Ireland, we just got done studying Ireland. What happened between 1845 and 1851 that caused a mass amount of people to migrate to the United States? John? Yes, the potato famine, you're right. So let's write that on our worksheet. All right, and who could tell me what the potato famine is? What does that mean? Cameron? You're correct. So the potatoes, the crop went bad, and we had to, Irish had to figure out a way to eat, so they had to leave Ireland. And the potato famine is the potato crop. It went bad. So, how did the potato crop go bad? What happened to the potatoes? Do you guys remember one of our terms that we had to learn? Blight. Blight is how they went bad. And blight, do you guys remember, is a fungus that happens with the crop. So, we're going to say it went bad, and we're going to put blight on the side. Okay? Who can remember how many people died because of the potato famine? It was a large amount. Look through your notes, or if you can remember off the top of your head, who died, how many people died from the potato famine? Kevin. 1.5 million died because of the potato crop. And how many people left? Not necessarily to the United States, but left overall because of that. Let's go with Sativa. 1.75 million had to leave their country. Good job. Okay, let's move on. You guys are going to find on your worksheet, you guys need to add more key ideas and key things that happened in Ireland and our other countries, and you can do that later on. So let's move on to the United States. Let's look at the dates, 1934 and 1937. What's something that happened that people had to leave and migrate?
The Dust Bowl.
The Dust Bowl, correct. Great job. Let me get a different color marker. The Dust Bowl. Let me get my thoughts together. And what happened? What is the Dust Bowl? What can dust do? What does it do to these people? And how does it make them have to leave their houses and their land?
The crops won't grow.
Correct. The crops won't grow because of the mass amounts of dust. So crop failure. And there was no rain. What does it mean when we have no rain for a long time and we have no water?
A drought.
A drought. Great job. Drought. And we had dust. Dust storms. I like how you guys are participating. Good job. Let's go on and move on to Mexico. Mexico, let's look at our dates. 1910 to 1920. Something large happened, and a lot of people wanted to leave. Who could tell me what happened? The Mexican Revolution. Good job. Next time, raise your hand. what's the Mexican Revolution? What caused it? Let's go back to our key terms. What is a revolution? Yes.
Is a revolution when everything changes?
Yes, things change. And most of the time, the reason for the change is because somebody wants to these people fought because they wanted to get the dictatorship out of their country. So they fought for their rights, for workers' rights. So we had a revolution. They wanted change in their government. Good job. So the Mexican Revolution, we wanted to get away from dictatorship. And they also wanted more rights for the people, more labor rights, work rights. So let's add that to our box too. So they fought for labor rights. And how many immigrants migrated to the United States? Does anybody remember? Kind of a rough estimate you can give me. Let's go with Carol. Close. 900,000 is close, but let's not overestimate. Let's say 890,000 people. So let's just add over here. 890,000 people came to the U.S. And do you guys know, do you guys remember where they mostly migrated to? You should, because we live here. That's right, California! Good job, California! Mainly California. Okay, and you know what I forgot to add were deaths for the Dust Bowl as well as Mexico. So deaths. Death toll in Mexico because of the Mexican Revolution. Let's go with Delilah. Yes, 1 million deaths. You guys are on it today. All right, and for deaths for the United States from the Dust Bowl, it didn't cause as many deaths, a lot less deaths as a matter of fact. Can you remember Stephen? 500. 500 deaths. All right. Oh, and in the, for the Dust Bowl, where did the people travel? Or do you guys remember where it happened? The Midwest, okay. And where did all the people travel? They traveled west. Great job. So it started in the Midwest. Or let's say happened, occurred in the Midwest. And people traveled west. People went west. So a lot of them came to California as well. Okay, you might be wondering what these other boxes are, or bubbles. So as you can see, we have Ireland and Mexico connected. So we need to find something in common between the two. So in common between the two, can somebody tell me? They both left their country. Good job. What does that mean? If they both leave their country, if they're leaving their country, from our key terms, what does that mean? It's the act of leaving. Immigration with the
E.
That's right. Immigration. So they both left their country. Act of leaving. I'm just going to write that here so we remember. Act of leaving. Okay, and what else? Right, immigration with an I. What is immigration with an I? It's the act of, If we have leaving, it's the opposite act of
Coming.
coming. All right, let's find similarities between Ireland and the United States. They both came to the United States because what? Their crops failed, and what else? Well, they were already in the United States, but they both had to migrate, I'm sorry, because of what? Oh, the crops failed, and they were starving. They had to look for food. Good. So that's right, starving. And, of course, they migrated. And anything else? Anybody want to add anything else right now? Or you want to save it?
Save it.
Okay, let's move on to United States and Mexico. Similarities. California, that's right. They both came to California. Well, not all of them, but some of them. Migrated to California. And what do they do? Why did they come to California? What were they looking for? Sativa.
Jobs.
Jobs, work. They needed work. They needed to be able to survive. So that's kind of funny because all of them were looking for work. So if all of them were looking for work, we can put it right here down in the middle. Oop, there goes my lid. So let's look for work. And they also all migrated. That was something that they all did. It was all common. Okay. So let's go to our key terms. Let's look at them real quick so we can have a little review. So migration. Anybody? Can somebody tell me migration? Let's go with Jesus. Good. So it's a movement from one place to another. That's all you're doing. You're moving. You're migrating. You're moving. It could be in the same country. You can migrate to different countries. You're just leaving. You're moving from one place to another. Yes, Sativa?
Can I migrate, say, then to a different city? Is it the same thing?
That's still migrate.
Okay.
You're just moving from one place to another. Good job. Okay. Immigration. So we have immigration with an I. We kind of went over it. Let's go with Daniel. Yes, active coming. Active coming. Active coming from, yes, active coming and settling in a new country from your original home. So you're leaving one country and you're coming to another. All right, let's move on to immigration with an E. We have our clue. Let's go with Terry. Yes, active leaving. Leaving where? For what? Yes, you're leaving your home and moving to another home or another country. Good job, you guys are on it. Blight. Blight happened in Ireland. Can somebody tell me what blight is? Let's go with Joe. Good. So blight is a disease or a fungus of a plant. And the potatoes, remember how I showed you those pictures of those potatoes and they were all rotten? That was blight. Blight caused those potatoes to do that. And if it hits, it usually spreads throughout the whole crop and all the crop will be bad. So that's a good job. All right, next is foreclosure. Foreclosure is going to have to do with the United States during the Dust Bowl. So the Dust Bowl was, people had to leave because of the wind, because of crop failure. And do you guys remember, if you're a farmer and you have crops and you can't work anymore, what does that mean? No more money, you're right. So if we have no money, we need to leave for work. And what does that also mean? You leave your house behind and you can't pay your bills. So we go into foreclosure and the bank takes over your home. Good job. So next is revolution real quick with Mexico. Revolution we already talked about and we described that it was a forcible overthrow over a government or social order because you want a new system. All right, so there are some more things and details that we didn't cover that you guys are going to do on your own. So go ahead and start completing that task and turn it in when you're done.